Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to lecture number 6. Today we will talk about some logistics. So, from next lecture, I received the feedback, by the way. I don't know from where. It could be from this section. The feedback suggested having a midterm. Who wants a midterm? Not majors.
If we take it as a midterm, how many chapters we will have and how?
More?
I know it's more, but more by math.
I don't know yet. We have the two details. تعرف نعمل progress حق الكورس. نبغى midterm versus major exams. That's a simple. Who wants major exams? 2 major exams.
midterm بس الميجر أهون.
خلاص. We're gonna stick with major exams. We did vote.
That's the question. Majors out of 40, mid out of 40 if we...
Most likely, yeah. You want to have no, it's gonna be 30. The final will be more.
That's what we...
لا class work خلاص زي ما. It's big enough. It's big enough. 30%. It's big enough. Now, for note takers, I think I'm gonna do it from next lecture, inshallah. Whatever I predict I'm gonna present, I'm gonna put it for the note takers. Could be from slide 50 to slide 55. But there is no guarantee it's gonna be aligned with the lecture. That is the best I can do. I challenge you to find a better solution. Okay? So, we have revision, Bara. What's our revision now? 7. So make sure you download revision 7. Maybe we reach revision 10. Who knows?
Doctor,
What is your question?
one of the classes that I have took يعني كان الدكتور يكتب بعد ما يكتب بعد ما ينزل سلايدات يكتب ويرفع نص الكتاب.
ارفع الفيديوهات يكفي. Cannot do everything. Can't get everything in life. Life is not rosy. That's why I have reviews. Plus, I do not like writing on these boards. Delta. It's not good. Okay, we did review. Please review the VIP example. Okay? Please review. Watch lecture 5.5.
بس الVIP example ما تصور.
Because you didn't open the YouTube channel. You didn't subscribe. Those who subscribe, they're gonna see what's happening. Subscribe يا شباب and put the bell notification عشان تجيك الفيديوهات تفتح. Now if you don't want to subscribe, it's up to you, but you have to open the web, the page always. Lecture 5.5 because we had recording stopped. I have to double check. Yeah, recording stopped at 30. So be careful at 10:30. We might have an outage.
Okay.
Let me know so that we can intervene quickly and no need to re-record. So 2 of you, also those in the back, please help me, okay? Now I'm putting the screen on your side. So I'm not gonna review it. I have done enough talk about the VIP example, but it is a VIP example. And in the VIP example in the quiz, it can be in kV, it can be in 1 million volt, it can be 10 to the power 7 volt, I don't care. These small numbers are not meant for actual numbers. These are simple numbers for calculations. But if in the exam, if I tell you 120 kilovolts, you have to write your answers properly. Okay? Get it? So don't complain if I give you in the quiz 120 kilovolts instead of a volt. I put a note. That's why we have revisions. If I find something, I put a note. In class, we did take the source for the VIP example as a reference. Here, the reference is the line-to-line voltage. A line-to-line voltage, this was our circuit, remember? Was it 3-wire or 4-wire?
3-wire.
3-wire. Then we have the triangle. If you get stuck, do you know how to name it? A, B, C. A B B here عكس عشان نوصل B مع B. Don't connect B مع C. C. So this is VAN, BBN, BCN. Line to line is VAB. Line هذا VAC, but we don't use VAC, we use VCA. Remember? Because we have a delta connected load, VAB, the phase voltage of the load equals to the line-to-line voltage is not equal to the phase voltage of the source. Get it?
Again.
The phase voltage of the delta connected load equals to the line voltage between A and B, not equal to the phase voltage of the source.
Okay.
So in the example 5, lecture 5.5, I did take the reference as the phase voltage of the source. Here I'm taking the reference as line to line voltage. معناتها أن assign VAB to angle 0. What did I do in the lecture? I told you VAN is actually 120 angle 0. VBN is 120 angle minus 20. VCN is what? 120 angle minus 240. As an implication, the VAB is 120 angle plus 30. The VBA is 120 angle. 30 minus 120. The VCN, VCA, 120 angle minus 210. Now, what is the reference here? The phase voltage of the source. What is the reference here? Line to line voltage. يعني هنا حطها صفر. هذا بيصير كم؟ minus 30. هذا بيصير كم؟ minus 150. هذا بيصير كم؟ Get it now? So always put the reference yourself. I don't care. You will get a current. Here you get a current IAB of minus 30. In the example we did in class, this was plus 30. So 30, 30, it was an angle 0. Okay? And we did the calculation. So stick with a reference. As a matter of fact, we will develop a practice to assign the reference at the beginning of the problem. Okay? It's up to you. Both are correct, both are used. Why am I saying that? Because in the old exam problems, sometimes whoever solved the old exam would use this as a reference, the line to line. Sometimes they use the source as a reference. A reference, it doesn't matter. I can use even the load as a reference if it was Y connected. I don't care. Imagine if you have a 20 bus system, 20 of those things. You have to pick a reference. Okay? You remember this example?
Yes.
Get the delta and Y, find the parallel combination, get the equivalent circuit. This is a 3-wire or a 4-wire? 3-wire. Because it's a balanced system, VAN equal to VAN اللي هنا. Then you just simple division, 120 over 25 over 8, which is 38.4 amps, angle 0, with respect to VAN as a reference. Why the voltage is in phase with the current? Because this is a purely resistive load. لو تلاحظ هنا واحد capacitive واحد inductive. If you do the parallel combination, they cancel each other عشان by design. Sometimes they don't cancel. لما يصير عندي purely resistive load, then we say that the voltage and the current are in phase.
دكتور في السلايد اللي قبله مو المفروض انه لو قلنا انه هذا لا اللي قبل لتحت مو هذا لتحت كمان مو قلنا انه لما يكونوا الزي ايكوفالنت للفولتج هذا لازم يكون الريفرنس من نود تو نود.
In real life you connect the wire to enforce this reference عشان in real life ما هي balance. In real life في شوية deviation. فعشان كذا يحبون ال 4 wire system عشان you enforce the voltage similarities. But this is a balanced system. Virtually we can say virtually this node has the same voltage as this node. Virtually مرئيا. بس ليش احنا نحب ال 4 wire system في ال Y to Y connection? To enforce.
اوكي.
في السلايد اللي قبل بس ترجع. الحين الامبيدنس هذه موجوده اللي هي زي 1 وزي 2 حق كل امبيدنس ولا التوتال؟
No. This is per phase. This is per phase.
اوكي.
يعني هذه 4 minus J3, 4 minus J3, 4 minus J3. We usually put the impedances per phase. We don't put, and they are equal, and they do not have 120 degrees phase shift. They do not have. لأن هذه جمادات. It's an inductor. كيف يصير 120 degrees? You need an active element عشان تسوي الفيز shift. ما أشوف أحد يحط لي 4 minus J3 بعدين هذا يحط لي 120. لا غلط. Loads are fixed, passive elements. You remember the difference between a passive and active element? This is a passive element, active element. يعني باختصار الاكتيف element هي اللي تعطيك voltage وكارنت. Do you remember the power calculations EE213? Definition of power in single phase. If I tell you the phase A has 100 watt power, do you think phase B have another value? Or what does it make sense? Do you think phase B will have 120, 140?
Okay.
Either phase A يعطيك consumes, let's say this phase A consumes 100 watt.
ايوه.
Do you think phase B or C consume another number?
Yes.
For a balanced system?
لا لازم.
Some say yes, some say no. ايش المنطق يقول؟
المنطق
More logical.
المنطق يقول لا. لأن أنت عندك
طيب عندك سبب تخليهم ما يصيرون ايكوال؟
الباور فاكتور حق كل واحد منهم ثابت.
باور.
فاستهلاكه كل واحد نفس الشيء.
هذه لمبة وصلناها على فيز A وهذه لمبة وصلناها على فيز B.
إذا هذه
هل اللمبة هذه بتولع مور باور than فيز B؟
لا، المفروض كله نفس الشيء.
طيب.
طب هذا العكس.
يعني هذا 100 واtt الحمد لله هذا 100 واtt هذا 100. اللهم صل على 100 watt. Okay, so what we have total of 300. So the power per phase usually is 3 times. Power total is usually 3 times the power per phase. Okay. Reactive power is in volt amps reactive, and I prefer to put the units in these brackets to avoid the confusion. It is V phase I phase magnitude value times sine theta. The complex power اللي هو عدد مركب V phase I phase conjugate equal P plus JQ. Keep in mind, if you recall the notations, we had a notation before. We say VP is VP angle 0, صح? IP is what? IP angle minus theta. So as a matter of fact, if you take the absolute value, then you will have in power, real power is absolute per phase. I phase cosine of 0 minus theta is plus theta. So we usually have cosine of angle of the voltage minus the angle of the current. Okay? For the reactive power sign لها علاقة if you have an inductive or capacitive load, they usually consume or produce or supply power in the reactive format because they are complex numbers. Okay? The complex P plus Q times J is the complex number. This is a real number. يعني هذا رقم 50 100 1000. This is also a real number, but this is always a complex number. So, how to get the S? VP times IP conjugate. How to get IP conjugate? Is the magnitude حقت IP times you change the angle of So it is IP angle theta. And then you take this complex number times that complex number, you can get a complex power. Or it is simply P plus J times Q. And I told you before we have a power triangle. Okay? What is the apparent power? الطاقة الظاهرة. If we're gonna write in the news, Saudi Electricity Company, SEC, opened 100 plus J100 VA power plant. Does it look funny? Yeah, people don't understand. So we use an apparent power. Calculator. Who forgot the calculator? Who forgot the calculator? We will start taking points off if you forget the calculator. Who forgot the calculator? Did you forget the calculator? Where is the calculator? Where is the calculator? We're going to have a quiz next week. Calculate. Where is your calculator? Okay, good. MashaAllah. Where is your calculator? Do with me. Square root. What is the magnitude of this number? Square root of 100 squared plus square root of 100 squared. It's 141. So can I change the news article to 141.4 VA? Which one looks more interesting? 141. Because nobody writes in the news 100 plus J100. So we usually use camera. We usually use, I have to check. We usually use apparent power to indicate how big is your generator. An apparent power is a real number. It's the magnitude of complex power. So you know all the four powers now? The power factor is cosine of theta, where theta is the angle of the phase voltage minus the angle of the phase current. That's the definition of it. For a three-phase, can we have a little bit of notation agreement? Can I, instead of writing absolute value or VP, can I just write VRMS?
Yes.
This is a notation agreement, so I'm going to change all the time domain waveforms to this, where I know this is the RMS value of the phase, the RMS value of phase A, B, and C, each separated by 120. I'm being a mathematician here. I told you, what was my nightmare course in KFUPM?
002.
002, so I don't know. I got my lowest grade. It's hard. Back in my days, it was very hard. Back in my days, it was the factor that determines whether you stay in the university or not. It was not the English. Many students, many of my friends, I actually have one friend who didn't pass Math 002. He's a dentist now. But now Math 02 is easy. They even skip it. Who skipped Math 02? Anybody skipped Math 02?
حتى على وقتنا ما في تسكيب.
Well, now they're skipping. What a shame. Okay. Keep in mind that I'm assigning alpha for a voltage, I'm assigning beta for a voltage. So what is the power factor? It's going to be cosine of alpha minus beta. بس أنا عشاني قلت هنا الألفا is 0 والبيتا is minus theta, I'm having it as cosine of 0 minus theta.
Minus B.
No. Alpha is 0, beta is minus theta. Okay? Now you understand what is the meaning of the power factor? هو cosine الانجل between الphase voltage والانجل حقة الphase current. بس حنا we usually take the phase voltage as a reference. So it will be 0 minus theta. Okay? Get it? Now, Math 02 stuff. Ask your newly freshman friends, if you have any, to solve this for you. VM stands for max, and VM is the square root of 2 times VRMS. Get it? This is the peak, يعني اللي شفت cosine قدامها whatever is the peak. You should know, Math 02. And now we're doing power of phase A plus power of phase B plus the power of phase C. Basically, I'm taking VA times IA plus VB times IB plus VC times IC. If you do all the math together, you should come with this gigantic expression. I do not know this. I failed Math 02. Well, I didn't fail. I was about to fail Math 02. And then you do the math. If you do the math, these things will cancel out. We're going to have a 3 here. From where this 3 came from? Came from this addition, I think. You're going to add 2 terms that are similar. Most likely we had 1a minus b, 3 of them. We had a minus b, 3 of them. Something like that. I don't know. I failed Math 02. Try to do it. Then one guy, whoever wrote the slide, said, I'm going to have sigma equal to 2 omega t plus alpha minus beta. So this is omega t plus sigma. This is sigma. This is sigma minus 20. This is sigma minus 240. This is just alpha minus beta. If you add this plus that, basically if you add any quantities that are 120 degrees apart, so if you add, for example, cosine of EE زائد cosine of EE minus 120 زائد cosine of EE minus 240, they will add up to 0. Do you remember we did this before for the currents?
Yes.
So can you try cosine of 0 plus cosine of minus 20? Let EE be 0. Cosine of 0 plus cosine of minus 20 plus cosine of minus 240. They should add up to 0. So all of these terms will go away. Cosine sigma plus cosine sigma minus 120 plus cosine sigma minus 240, they will go away. So you are left with this 3 over 2 V peak I peak cosine alpha minus beta. Well, I'm telling you Vm over 2 is VRMS. Well, Vm over square root of 2 times Im over square root of 2, each one will give you RMS. Get it? Okay? We have to do it. You're going to reach a very important concept. The total instantaneous power is independent of time. That is a major advantage of three-phase system. An average power, instantaneous power, the power اللحظية is constant for three-phase. The single phase is not constant. This is an interview question. Okay? Okay? They usually ask, why we use three-phase? You remember the reasons why we use the three-phase? Add this to them. Power is constant. Instantaneous power is constant. معناته إن whatever you do changes in Q and B, P and whatever. The instantaneous power is always constant. Now, the average power is therefore written as P total is what? 3 VRMS IRMS cosine theta. 3 VRMS IRMS cosine alpha minus beta. I told you alpha minus beta equals to theta if you take the phase voltage as a reference. Well, reactive power, same math. The complex power is 3 VRMS IRMS. This is apparent power. Is this apparent power or complex power in as well? Apparent power. Because it's not a complex number. Okay? Let's do example number 6. Three-phase balanced load has a phase voltage of 120. The load has an impedance per phase equal to 1230. We did this example before, and we calculated the phase current. Now, did he tell you there is a delta connection? No. So we should stick with the Y connection. So what am I going to do now? Erase this. إذا ما قال لك إن في دلتا في السيستم معناته إنه Y. And he didn't mention 4 wire, 3 wire, so let's just keep it as 3 wire. You know how to draw a Y connection load? No, that's wrong. Just draw a Y like that and add rectangle to it. And remember, A, B, C. He is telling you a three-phase balanced load has a phase voltage of 120. Phase voltage 120. What is the angle? Do you think this will have same angle as that?
Yes.
Yes. Because virtually this neutral point is equivalent to this neutral point. عشان عندنا the word keyword is balanced. But if this is 120 angle 0, this is also 120 angle 0. So VAN is 120 angle 0. So what is IA in line current? This is IB. This is IC. What is IA? 120 angle 0 divided by phase voltage. اللي هو 12 angle 30.
Phase impedance. Phase impedance قصدك صح؟
What?
Phase impedance.
Yeah, what is the phase impedance?
12.
12 angle 30, مش 12. 12 angle 30. Do the math. What's the answer?
10 angle minus 32.
10 angle minus 30 degrees. Answer. So what is VRMS? This is VRMS. What is IRMS? 10. واضح? Now, what is P total? No. What is the real power per phase? What's the equation of real power per phase? I think we wrote it as P only. You can write P per phase. That's a nice way. VRMS, IRMS, cosine of theta. What is theta? Theta is alpha minus beta. Because we took this as a reference, theta is 30. But if you want to follow the procedure, it's 0 minus 30. Do not skip it. Do not just go put minus 30 هنا. تطلع لك الكيو غلط.
Would be the same. Here is the same as the above.
Because it's a cosine. بس بنتمقلب وين؟ في الساين. Follow the procedure. It's alpha minus beta. Usually, if you take this as a reference, theta is going to be just 30. بس صعب نحفظ. Okay, عمر? Camera is still running?
Yes.
So it is 120 times 10 times cosine of 30. What is P total? Is a 3 P phase, which is whatever. 3 times. What is this number? Calculators يا شباب.
1039.
Hmm?
1039.
What's the unit?
What?
Okay. What is the total? P total?
3,117. 17.
Whatever. 3017?
3117.
3117? Math is hard. What is the QT? 3 times 120 times 10 times the sine of 0 minus 30 or sine of 30. في واحدة من الإكزامبلز قبل تذكرون حط minus theta في الI phasor؟
Yes.
That is one. Follow the procedure. Trust your procedure. Trust your angles. If you have problems, you can come to my office. You can call me on Teams. These are fundamentals. بكرة نجي عند الماشينز وهذه we're gonna struggle. If you don't understand this, don't take E463.
463.
I don't know, power system analysis, power system protection. You have to study them and then take the course. You know why it's 30? 0 minus 30. What's the final answer?
180.
1?
0.
18?
0.
800? V, A, real. No, reactive. So what is S? P plus JQ. What is P? 1039 plus J times. What is the apparent power? 3600 PA. Basically it's 3 times 120 times. Math is hard. Solutions are provided here. Get it? Last lecture around that particular minute we lost. We'll take a break.
I'm focusing.
Oh, I wish I didn't erase it. But anyway. If you study on boards, all you usually keep is the source as delta, okay? As y.
دكتور
Yes.
السورس لما كان دلتا اكتشفوها قبل الواي يعني ولا ليش في سورس؟
We usually don't have delta sources عشان ما يصير trap للharmonics.
ايه بس ايش البنفيت منه؟ ليش مو لسه موجود؟
والله I really don't know. But sometimes in engineering they have special circumstances that they have to connect it. They want to get some. يعني systems that they don't want to have. If you want to model some of the wind, they might want to model it as delta, but I really don't know. It depends on the manufacturer.
بس هو مو ممكن يضر السيركت اللي هو مركب عليه.
It's not necessary. If you design it well, if the harmonics are negligible. But one thing I can remember of big, gigantic DC generators are connected to delta. That's one thing I remember. But I really don't know the answer. I'll try to get to you next time about what are the applications of delta connected subs. Remind me, okay? Send me on Teams. Try to give up an answer. Now I don't have the answer.
طيب
But in this course, we usually don't have.
ليش ما سوينا في الابيرنت باور اللي هو سوينا سكوير روت بعدين تربيع للبي وتربيع للكيو
You can do it that way. If you do it, you will get the same number. Square root of 2
ترى
plus.
رقم مختلف
Are you sure?
ترى 200
Maybe you did the, oh, because I put it wrong. Well, actually S of t should be 3117 plus J180. Now أنا بالغلط حطيت هذه فرقات حطيت البيرفيز ما حطيت التوتال.
اي مطلوب
So YouTube, 5 minutes, I made a mistake, fix it. Any question about this example? If I bring it in the quiz, can you do it? Power in a Y-connected circuit. So those are actually, as a matter of fact, those are magnitude values. Theta B is what? Is alpha B minus beta B. If you're using alpha B as a reference, then beta B, so what's the relationship between alpha A, theta A and theta B? minus 120 plus theta b. Get it? The reason of this particular setup is I want to tell you power of A equals to power of B equals of power of C. So the power per phase is this equation, is V RMS cosine theta. For 3 phase is that. So in a Y-connected load, sometimes, for example here, usually, I don't know, generation, maybe the electricity is produced by Saudi Electricity Company. Transmission, who covers the transmission? National Grid, شركة اسمها National Grid. And the load, it could be KFUPM. Let's say we have a Y-connected load. I told you how to do Y-connected. Draw the Y and then draw the triangle. Sometimes we only have information about the line voltage and the line current. For some reason. One of the applications is I want to know how much power is flowing into the line. I don't want to go and measure the power that comes from Saudi Electricity Company, the source. I don't want to go to KFUPM and measure the power consumed at KFUPM. I want to measure the line, the power that goes through this line and that line and that line, the total power of the line. Get it? Can I have the power equations in terms of line-to-line voltage and line current? Of course. What is the key information? We remember usually V line is what? V phase times the square root of 3. Angle plus 30, صح? So V line RMS equal V RMS اللي هو VP absolute value square root of 3, صح? I don't care about angle 30 in power for now. I'm looking at the magnitudes. So if I go to the equation, power total is 3V RMS times I RMS times cosine theta. I can say that this is a 3 times, what is V RMS? Is VL over square root of 3. You can say VL RMS or you can just say VL. But the point in نبغى الماgnitude هذا بدون angle. Divide by square root of 3. اللاين current هو الفيز current صح؟ في Y connection. But keep this I RMS the same value. Cosine. 3 over square root of 3. Do you know where is this number? تذكرون في الثانوي انطاق المقام. Now we're going to do انطاق المقام. How do you do it? Times square root of 3. It's going to be 3 square root of 3 over square root of 3 times square root of 3. 3. What's the answer? So انطاق المقام is useful in the phase, in line to line, in line power calculation. Who did high school in English? International. Seriously, anyone? كلكم مدارس حكومية أو أهلية تعليم؟
هاي سكول. قبلها
وش الهاي سكول حق؟
حكومية بس اللي قبلها كنت international.
Well, let's say يعني أغلب سنوات تعليمك. By the way, انطاق المقام في المتوسط صح؟ ابتدائي الحين. Well, now we have. Anyway. Math 02. If you do انطاق المقام, you're going to get these equations. Any question how we got these equations? Think of it. If you deal with line-to-line quantities, then square root of 3 is going to be in the power equation. If you deal with phase quantities, you're going to have 3. يعني the power that goes through the line is square root of 3 times the phase power.
سؤال بسيط، القيمة RMS أقدر أعتبرها كأنها ماجنتيود؟
قيمة الRMS هي روت مي سكوير، هي نفسها الماجنتيود حقت الفيز فولتج.
يعني تقدر تقرا مسدود بس
يعني هو نمبر مو كومبلكس نمبر. اوكي. الايكويشن هنا هذه ال you can write it again VL RMS or you can just say VL RMS. Okay? You have to be consistent يعني حاجة بالشكل. Okay? Be consistent. Who doesn't have a... Okay. Let's try to do this example. 4-wire system. عندي 4 wire يعني عندي 4th wire هنا. Y connected to 3-phase. Maybe you can add here the word source. Missing. Line voltage of 173. معناتها الفيز voltage كم؟ 173.2 over يعني كم؟ 100. What is the impedance per phase? 5J5. You gotta solve between this both. Before you do anything, you have to draw the circuit, and you have to ask yourself, what is your reference? What do you want my reference? Do you want your reference to be the phase voltage of the source or the line-to-line voltage?
Phase.
Let's use the phase. So what is VAN? 100 angle 0, صح? Divide by square root of 3. What is VBN? 100 angle minus 20. And what is VCN? 100 angle minus 240. Get it?
Yes.
What is VAB? 173 angle. Do the math. 30. What is VBC?
170.
Minus 90. What is VCA?
Minus 210.
So the phase voltage mag RMS is 100. The line to line RMS is 173. The question is, find the total 3-phase power delivered to the load. I need to calculate the line current, صح? Line current is same as the phase source current, same as the line current, is same as load current عشان Y to Y. How to get it? It is VAN over ZA B, which is 100 angle 0 divided by 5 plus J5. Do I need to convert this to polar? No. Use the calculator and give me the answer, please. If you don't do the calculators, expect you're going to mess up in the major exam, okay? Because those who are doing the practice in class, they're going to save 5 to 10 minutes per problem in the major exam. If the exam is 1.5 hours, by minute 45, they already gonna done. Those who did not practice, as you can. What's the answer?
14.14.
What?
14.14 angle minus 45.
So minus 45 degrees with respect to what? With the phase source voltage A. Then you can do the power total. Do you want to use the line to line or you want to use the phase? Let's use the line to line. ما عندي مشكلة. Square root of 3 times 173 times 14.4 times cosine of
0 minus
wrong.
Huh?
Oh, you're right. You're
0
right.
minus
صح.
negative 45.
ما تدخل ال 30 في ما تدخل اللاين تو لاين كوانتيتيز في الكوساين، واضح؟ 0 minus minus 45 plus 45.
كيف يعني ما تدخله؟
يعني بعض الناس يحط الزاوية حقت ال V line to line يحطها هنا. That is wrong.
حط حق الفيز.
الكوساين ثيتا الثيتا by definition is the phase angle of the voltage minus the phase angle of the current. هما phases. Not the line to phase current. Not line to line voltage. لا تدخلها. It's always that's why it's important to
فيز to find the phase.
Shabib, can you please write the alternative formula?
2B3 multiplied by 100 by 40.
Okay, you're a Shabib, what's your name?
Ahmed Hazza.
Ahmed Hazar. I want you to give me the numerical answer of this, please. No, you give me the formula.
3
3 times
100
100 times times.
cosine plus 1.
Get it? This is 0, okay? Hazar. You have 1 minute left, you have to get it done. Math is hard.
دكتور again.
3,000.
3,000. 3 kilowatt. What's Q? Just replace it with sign. We'll get to you after I finish now.
سن
Hmm?
سن
3 kilo var. What is S? 3 plus J, 3 kilo VA. What is absolute value of S? Don't forget total. Square root of 9 plus 9 VA, which is 4.2 kilo. Keep in mind in the quiz we might see kilo. Don't confuse. Kilo is just 1,000. So do it 1,000 times 1,000. quiz راح يكون بالكيلو مو بالمية. اوكي؟
التوتال دكتور 3K هذه صح؟ 3K ولا 3 بس؟
I have 3 kilo VA, 3 kilo VA. Right, this is kilo. Now, if you want to use the reference as line to line voltage, basically VAB has the angle 0. What will be VN has angle of? Minus 30. The 0 is kind of tight.
Okay.
The current will be minus 75 degrees with respect to minus 30. Minus 7, okay, minus 30 minus 75, you still gonna get plus 45. Get it? فحنا ليش نحب الفيز فولتج؟ لأنه بيساعدنا في الانجلز حقت الباور فاكتور. But you have to do, you have to know. If I ask you in the exam, use the line to line voltage as a reference. You should know how to do it. نص all that بالطريقة هذه محلولة. We're done. Power calculation is the same. Next time we'll talk about that. Quiz is up to here. Quiz up to here. What's the question? You have a question.
خلاص.
What is the question? You can leave. Yeah.